Shalom, shalom, beloveds. This is, excuse me, man. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 1. The sun is shining on me right now. Great Lord. The word of the Lord that came unto Hosea, the son of Beeri, in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah, and in the days of Jeroboam, the son of Joash, king of Israel. The beginning of the word, the Lord by Hosea. And the Lord said to Hosea, Go take unto thee a wife of whoredoms and children of whoredoms. And for the land hath committed great whoredom, departing from the Lord. So he went and took Gomer, the daughter of Diblaim, which conceived and bare him a son. And the Lord said unto him, Call his name Jezreel, for yet a little while I will avenge the blood of Jezreel upon the house of Jehu, and will cause to cease the kingdom of the house of Israel. And it shall come to pass that day, it shall come to pass at that day, that I will break the bow of Israel in the valley of Jezreel. And she conceived again, and she bare a daughter. And God said unto him, Call her name Loruhamah, for I will no more have mercy upon the house of Israel, but I will utterly take them away. But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah, and will save them by the Lord their God, and will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, by horses, nor by horsemen. Now when she had weaned Loruhamah, she conceived and bare a son. Then said God, Call his name Loami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. Yet the number of children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living God. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. Chapter 2. Say ye unto your brethren, Ami, or Amai. Plead with your mother, plead, for she is not my wife, neither am I her husband. Let her therefore put away her whoredoms out of her sight, and her adulteries from between her breasts. Lest I strip her naked, and set her as in the day that she was born, and make her as a wilderness, and set her like a dry land, and slay her with thirst. It's deep. And I will not have mercy upon her children, for they be the children of whoredoms. For their mother hath played the harlot. She that conceived them hath done shamefully. For she said, I will go after my lovers, that give me my bread, and my water, my wool, and my flax, mine oil, and my drink. Therefore, behold, I will hedge up thy way with thorns, and make a wall, that she shall not find her paths. And she shall follow after her lovers, but she shall not overtake them. And she shall seek them, but shall not find them. Then shall she say, I will go and return to my first husband, for then it was better with me than now. For she did not know that I gave her corn and wine and oil, and multiply her silver and gold, which I prepared for Baal. Therefore I will return, and take away my corn in the time thereof, and my wine in the season thereof. I will recover my wool and my flax given to cover her nakedness. And now will I discover her lewdness in the sight of her lovers, and none shall deliver her out of my hand. I will also cause all her mirth to cease, her feast days, her new moons, and her Sabbaths, and all her solemn feasts. And I will destroy her vines and her fig trees, whereof she hath said, These are my rewards that my lovers have given me, and I will make them a forest, and the beasts of the field shall eat them. And I will visit upon her days of Baalim. I will punish her for her days, wherein she burned incense to them, and she decked herself with her earrings and her jewels, and she went after her lovers, and forgat me, saith the Lord. Therefore, behold, I will allure her, and bring her into the wilderness, and speak comfortably unto her. And I will give her her vineyards from thence, in the valley of Achor, for a door of hope, and she shall sing there, as in the days of her youth, and as in the days when she came up out of the land of Egypt. And it shall be at that day, saith the Lord, that thou shalt call me Ishai, and shalt call me no more Baale. For I will take away the names of Baalim out of her mouth, and they shall no more be remembered by their names. And in that day I will make a covenant for them with the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of heaven, and with the creeping things of the ground. And I will break the bow and the sword and the battle out of the earth, and will make them to lie down safely. And I will betroth thee unto me forever. Yea, I will betroth thee unto me in righteousness, and in judgment, and in loving kindness, and in mercies. I will even betroth thee unto me in faithfulness, and thou shalt know the Lord. And it shall come to pass in that day I will hear, saith the Lord. I will hear the heavens, and they shall hear the earth, and the earth shall hear the corn, and the wine, and the oil, and they shall hear Jezreel. And I will sow her unto me in the earth, and I will have mercy upon her that had not obtained mercy. And I will say to them which were not my people, Thou art my people, and they shall say, Thou art my God. Chapter 3. Then said the Lord unto me, Go yet, love a woman beloved of her friend. Yet an adulteress, according to the love of the Lord toward the children of Israel, whom look to other gods, and love flagons of wine. So I bought her to me for 15 pieces of silver, and for a homer of barley, and a half homer of barley. And I said unto her, Thou shalt abide for many days. Thou shalt not play the harlot, and thou shalt not be for another man. So will I also be for thee. For the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king, and without a prince, and without a sacrifice, and without an image, and without an ephod, and without a teraphim. Afterward shall the children of Israel return and seek the Lord, their God, and David their king, and shall fear the Lord and his goodness in the latter days. Chapter 4. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. By swearing and lying, and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood toucheth blood. Therefore shall the land mourn, and every one that dwelleth therein shall languish or waste away. With the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of heaven, yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. Yet let no man strive or contend, nor reprove another. For thy people are as they that strive with the priests. I needed that. Let no man strive, nor reprove another. For thy people are as they that strive with the priests. Fighting and arguing with another. Fighting and arguing with each other. We have fought and argued with each other for too long. And it's exhausting. It's tiresome. It gets nowhere but destruction, hate, animosity, rage. Just a complete breakdown of what the Most High is trying to build up. And sometimes we don't recognize the things that we do and say. And sometimes hurt people hurt people. But to keep going back and forth with each other when we are striving to be a humble servant of the Most High, and we forget our purpose and our mission because we got distracted by the whoredoms of the world, wicked world. Sometimes we do lose sight. Sometimes we do make mistakes. We're not perfect. I know I'm not. I know I've said and done stupid stuff. I have. I'm not perfect. But I know I'm always the first one to actually take accountability and lead by example. Even if I may not have been the actual person that may have committed it, but still just reacting to it. You're contending with each other. You're contributing to the strife. Instead of being able to take a step back and reevaluate and assess and analyze why you were involved in it in the first place. Most High is always trying to put a test in front of you. It's always a test. It's always to make you better. Sometimes we don't even know the test that is in front of us, and we get lost in the sauce. And we wind up hurting each other. We wind up going the wrong direction. We wind up becoming things that oppress us, whether we choose to want to admit it or not. We still partake in it. And even for me, I've said and done some hurtful things that have led to nothing but destruction, So take that as a lesson that we're all working to be a higher version of ourselves, to be the higher priest, and it's not right and it's not fair. It's not kind. It's not loving kindness to be trying to tear each other down and break each other apart and do mischievous things, wicked snake things. So learn how to be a better man. Therefore shalt thou fall in the day, and the prophet also shall fall with flea in the night, and I will destroy thy mother. or stumble. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee. Thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children. That's amazing. I needed that. Yeah, things fall apart and happen because we refuse to seek knowledge. We refuse to squeeze the wisdom out of a circumstance that the Most High put in front of us for us to learn what to do and what not to do. And when we are stubborn and arrogant and egotistical and hard-headed, we wind up bringing our own demise. I'm guilty of that. A lot of times I've been hard-headed. So I can see how the Most High can easily chastise you when you have turned away the knowledge that is necessary for you. The Most High has blessed you with a special position to try to be the priest, and you take it for granted. I can see how that is. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I change their glory into shame. I'm definitely ashamed. It ain't even funny. I sit here every day. I sit here every day and think about all of the things that I've done, good and bad. I always address my bad first and foremost, to go head on and fix that in order to be able to appreciate. You're only hateful when you're not grateful. And when that hate and rage come out and that's a sin, once you didn't scorch the whole earth, you snap back out of your Hulk smash and realize that you didn't destroy the land that you're walking on. And all that glory you thought was glorious was really shameful shame. They eat up the sin of my people, and they set their heart or the desires of their iniquity. And there shall be like people, and there shall be like people, like priests, and I will punish them for their ways, and reward them their doings, or reward them their doings. For they shall eat and not have enough. They shall commit whoredom and shall not increase, because they have left off to take heed to the Lord. Whoredom and wine and new wine take away the heart. My people ask counsel at their stocks, and their staff declareth unto them. For the spirit of whoredoms hath caused them to err, and they have gone a whoring from under their God. Yeah, this world is wicked, man. Yeah. There's so many wicked devices around us, and we definitely stray away from God. Gotta be stronger than that, man. Better than that. Partaking into the wicked devices, man, that tear you up, to tear down everything that you done built and everybody else around you done built. It's not right. Their sacrifices upon the tops of the mountains. They sacrifice upon the tops of the mountains. You have to climb that mountain in order to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice in order to be able to sacrifice. Climbing that mountain is steep, high altitude, rocks, avalanches, animals of the land. It is not easy climbing. You have to sacrifice and let go of what was in order to become what is to be. It's not easy, but the Most High never gives you more than you can handle. And it's up to you to sacrifice your old ways, all the old whoredoms and harlots, all the sins, to be able to get to that mountaintop, to be able to sacrifice for the Most High. They sacrifice upon the tops of the mountains and burn incense upon the hills under oaks and poplars and elms, because the shadow thereof is good. Therefore your daughters shall commit whoredom, and your spouses shall commit adultery. I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom, nor your spouses when they commit adultery, for themselves are separated with whores, and they sacrifice with harlots. Therefore the people that doeth not understand shall fall. Though thou, Israel, play the harlot, yet let not Judah offend. And come not ye unto Gilgal, neither go ye up to Bethaven, nor swear, the Lord liveth. For Israel slideth back as a backsliding heifer. Now the Lord will feed them as a lamb in a large place. For Israel is stubborn. I have been stubborn, stupidly stubborn. And I was graciously reminded of my stubbornness by my close family and friends, and my stubbornness has been my downfall. My impatience has been my downfall. My anger from my childhood traumas have been my downfall. My over-excessive amount of love and niceness has been my downfall. And it's caused me to backslide into stupidness. And you get what you deserve, whether it's good or bad. And you keep stubbornly refusing to step into your covenant with the Most High and being on your mission and to seek knowledge. When you stop doing that, you start being rejected. You start getting turned away. You start being shown the shame from your actions. And when people show you the shame from your actions, you must be able to receive those lessons as the knowledge that the Most High has been trying to warn and recover and heal you from. Yes, you're going to get a butt whooping. Yes, you're going to get put on timeout. But if you get back on track, it's only temporary. It's only one step until you get to the mountaintop. So don't beat yourself down for the imperfections that you have. Just know that if you do, yes, you do get punished. You get punished for your backsliding. You get punished for being an asshole, being mean, being ignorant, being selfish, being stubborn. Stubbornness, I'm seeing a lot of stubbornness. The more I read, I'm telling you, every time I read this is prophetic in my life. And I'm just a lamb in a large place. A large wilderness where there's lions, tigers, and bears everywhere that are always hunting you. So, yeah, you have to be careful what you do because the Most High and the angels are watching you. So, pray on the matters and do the best you can. Fast, repent, pray, find a way to not backslide. The Most High can't reward you if you keep doing the things that are punishing you. I realize that even more. Stubbornness, stubbornness, stubbornness. Thank you, Lord. I need that. Ephraim is joined to idols. Let him alone. Their drink is sour or rebellion. They have committed whoredom and continually. Her rulers with shame do love give ye. The wind hath bound her up in her wings, and they shall be ashamed because of their sacrifices. Chapter 5. Hear ye this, O priests, and hearken, ye house of Israel, and give ye ear, O house of the king, for judgment is toward you. Yeah, for judgment is yours, O house of Israel. My judgment ain't nobody else's judgment but mine. And every thought, word, and action is mine, and it's my judgment. You can't be mad when you get judged. So hearken, give ye ear, O house of the king, for judgment is towards you, because ye have been a snare on Mizpah, and a net spread upon Tabor. You've been a snare and a net. You've been just getting caught up, and you've just been banging a drum stupidly, stubbornly among the people, doing stupid stuff to hurt the people. Supposed to heal. And the revolters are profound to make slaughter, though I have been a rebuker of them all. I know Ephraim and Israel is not hid from me. For now, O Ephraim, thou committest whoredom, and Israel is defiled. Yeah. When you do stupid stuff, you defile and desecrate everything that you have been given by the Most High. When you don't recognize your lack of knowledge and your stubborn actions and words. They will not frame their doings to turn unto their God, for the spirit of whoredoms is in the midst of them, and they have not known the Lord. A lot of times when you don't have the knowledge, you really don't know what you're doing. I think that's why I'm going out of my way to make sure I put my shadow work, as the light shines on you, as the light shines on your shadows, your shadow work. know that the spirit of Jacob's trouble has infectiously messed a lot of people up. I know I was messed up. I know it's a lot of time. I know I didn't have the knowledge. I know I didn't have this Bible in front of me growing up a lot. Not the actual words, but the spirit, the energy was always prophetically there. But the knowledge, like I'm getting now, was the thing that I lacked. And I found myself operating in the spirit of whoredoms, all the stupid stuff, the wicked ways of the world. Going against the Lord. Because if you don't know the Lord, then it's not a problem. It's more easier for you to do the stupid stuff that you're doing. But when you know the Lord, that's fear. And I've had that fear since I was 4, but when you double dutch from the world to the Lord, to the world to the Lord, you find yourself not actually getting the true direct connection. You're cutting off half of the cup that is supposed to be filled up for the Lord and giving it over to Satan, the devil, sin. That other half of that cup is supposed to be full and be ready to be filled up by the Lord if it has not been filled up. So be mindful of the spirits that you may possibly be parasitically infected with. And I think about that stuff and through my whole life's trauma and how so many different things can be imprinted and implemented and branded and ingratiated like a permanent tattoo's bleach stain. And when you start coming into the ways of the Lord, you try to do everything you can to try to scrub out that bleach stain. You try to do everything you can. You try to do everything you can. You need to do everything you can. You're not perfect. Thank you. Try to do everything I can. I feel bad for so many years. I'm appreciative now that I've been able to know the Lord so much more now. When you reflect back on your life and do your shadow work on how many years that you may have been doing stupid stuff, saying stupid stuff, and not really doing the work to show thyself approved, to know the Lord and to receive knowledge. Because the wicked world pridefully makes you stubborn, man. I'm guilty of that. Ain't no shame in my game to be able to say how shameful I am. I'll be the first to raise my hand. To be able to get closer to healing and to be able to get closer in my relationship and connection and knowing the Lord. So in the midst of all of the whoredoms and the backsliding, You have to sacrifice in the most extreme, profound way to rebuke. I needed this. They have not known the Lord, and the pride of Israel doeth testify to his face. Therefore shall Israel and Ephraim fall in their iniquity, or stumble. Judah also shall fall with them. They shall go with their flocks and with their herds to seek the Lord, but they shall not find them. He hath withdrawn himself from them. They have dealt treacherously against the Lord, for they have begotten strange children, or pagan children. Now shall a month devour them with their portions. We have laid down with the enemies, and we have made strange babies. We've made strange creations. We've made strange connections, which is against the laws that the Most High did not want us to be partaking in. Some way, somehow, evil always tries to find a way to get you to treacherously deny, disrespect, defile the Lord. And we make mistakes, but when you make mistakes, you are going to get punished. You cannot choose your consequences. So you have to be mindful of the strange things that you do. You have to be mindful of the strange things that you say and think. Rebuke it. You're trying to climb this mountain. You have to let go. You have to let go of all the pain and the hurt. You can't keep being X-Men Cyclops with the glasses off, blasting everybody around you because you hurt, man. I know you hurt. Sometimes you just need a hug. Sometimes you just need a hug. Sometimes you just need a real deep conversation with the Lord. And that's where the introspection comes in. When you go to the Lord and ask for forgiveness for your stubborn ways and all your backsliding, you have to go to the Lord with that. You have to take accountability for the strange things you've done. Because if you don't, you will be devoured within. Blow ye the cornet or the ram's horn in Gibeah, and the trumpet of Ramah. Cry aloud at Bethaven. After thee, O Benjamin, Ephraim shall be desolate in the day of rebuke. Among the tribes of Israel shall I make known that which shall surely be. The princes of Judah were like them that removed the bound, or the boundary, therefore I will pour out my wrath upon them like water. Ephraim is oppressed and broken in judgment, because he willingly walked after the commandment. You didn't walk before, you didn't walk with. You walked after the commandment. That means that You knew better, but you didn't do better. You knew better, but you didn't do better. Forgive me, y'all. Freaking stupid. Stubbornly stupid. You knew better, but you didn't do better. Therefore will I be unto Ephraim as a moth, and to the house of Judah as rottenness. When Ephraim saw his sickness, and Judah saw his wound, then went Ephraim to Assyria, and sent to King Jareb. Yet could he not heal you, nor cure you of your wound. Yeah, you can't take it to no man, no woman, no king, no nothing. Ain't no Dr. Fauci's gonna heal you, this man. You need to go and admit yourself into the holy hospital. Like that. Let me write that down. It's a bar. Definitely a bar. Great glory. Oh man. Wow, thank you, Lord. I needed this. Man, I needed this. For I will be unto you, Ephraim, as a lion, and as a young lion to the house of Judah. I, even I, will tear and go away. I will take away, and none shall rescue him. I will go and return to my place, till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early. Wow. The Most High will rip you apart like a lion for the stupid stuff that you do and say. The Most High will rip you apart for the stupid stuff you do and say. It ain't nobody else but you gotta go and return to the place to acknowledge your offenses. You need to go to the high place to be able to acknowledge the wrong that you've done. You need to truly seek the Most High's face. Because if you don't, your trouble's gonna come. Your trouble's gonna come more early. They're gonna come more earlier than early. So yeah, you gotta be careful. I'm learning that myself. Chapter 6. Come, and let us return unto the Lord. For he hath torn, and he will heal us. He hath smitten, and he will bind us up. That is a true parent. That is a true parent. Thank you, Heavenly Father. I needed that. The Most High will put you in timeout and give you a holy ass whooping. But he'll sit you down on his knee and chop it up with you and talk to you and heal you. He'll bind you up. Just like a bone when it breaks, put a cast on it. It heals. And hopefully, just like that bone, in the place that it heals, it becomes double the hardness. So, when you commit sin, just know that when you have gone through the tearing down and the smiting, know that it's going to take time to heal and bind you back up. Understand that you were already hurt, and all you did was engage in more hurt because that's all you knew. So the Lord said, "Nuh-uh, my son, my daughter, you're not finna keep hurting. You're not finna keep hurting yourself. You're not finna keep hurting any and everyone and everything around you. You're not finna keep hurting your brothers and sisters. I'm gonna whoop you. And I'm gonna tell you that what you did was wrong. And in the process of telling you that you were wrong, I'm gonna tell you that it's okay. You'll be okay. Don't do it again." That's how much the Most High loves you. That He's willing to give you favor, grace, and mercy as long as you seek His face and acknowledge your offenses. Wow. But first things first is that you have to return unto the Lord. You have to return unto the Lord 100% full, wholeheartedly. The Most High is watching us, and our angels are watching us. The brothers and sisters are watching us. The next generations are watching us, so we have to learn to do better and be better. And that is the binding up. That is the binding up. He said He will bind you up. He will heal you. He will heal you. You can't keep hurting yourself, though. It ain't gonna heal if you keep hurting yourself. It ain't gonna heal if you keep hurting yourself. Sorry, yo. I needed this. I needed this ass whooping. After 2 days, he will receive. Hold on. Oh. After 2 days, will He revive us? And the third day, He will raise us up, and we shall live in His sight. Then shall we know, if we follow on to know the Lord. His going forth is prepared as the morning, and He shall come unto us as the rain, as the latter and former rain unto the earth. O Ephraim, what shall I do unto thee, O Judah? What shall I do unto thee? For your goodness or your faithfulness is as a morning cloud, and as the early dew, it goeth away. Oh, that's so, man. You can't be part-time with the Lord, man. You can't be sometime with the Lord. You can't be no seasonal worker. You can't have goodness and faithfulness in just a couple little moments. Because just like the early morning dew, it goeth away. You can't have selective faithfulness. You can't have selective goodness. Man, that's deep. Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth. And thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth. The sun will shine on your dark shadow. The sun will shine on your darkest shadows and whatever skeletons that's in your closet and your cemetery, so you cannot run and hide from whatever you do and say, even whatever you think. Great Lord. For I desired mercy and not sacrifice, and the knowledge of God more than burnt offerings. You can't get mercy if you don't sacrifice, beloveds. Most High ain't gonna show you mercy if you keep being angry, being mean, being disrespectful. You can't be shown mercy if you keep being the venomous person that you've been, parasitically infecting. You can't keep double dutching back and forth on what you're supposed to do. Faith without actions is dead. You want mercy, you want grace, you want favor, but you're not willing to sacrifice. You're not willing to give up that alcohol. You're not willing to give up that anger. You're not willing to give up them drugs. You're not willing to give up your lust, your whoredom, being lazy. You don't want to give up being content. You don't want to give up being stubborn. All you're doing is saying that it's okay for you to cultivate your downfall and destruction stubbornly. You can't put on clean clothes if you ain't took no bath. For I desired mercy and not sacrifice, and the knowledge of God more than the burnt offerings. But they, like men, have transgressed the covenant. But they, like men, or like Adam, have transgressed the covenant. I ain't no better than Adam. I ain't no better than Adam. But they, like men, have transgressed the covenant. There have they dealt treacherously against me. When you break your covenant with the Lord, it's just the worst thing you can do to yourself, for yourself. God don't like that. And he will show you the door real quick. He will turn his face from you and allow you to go through and allow the wickedness of the world to overtake you. Gilead is a city of them that work iniquity and is polluted with blood. And as troops of robbers wait for a man, so the company of priests murder in the way by consent, for they commit lewdness. And as the troops of robbers wait for a man, so the company of priests murder in the way by consent. That's deep. For they commit lewdness, lewdness of acts being stupid. I'm no different than any of the Joel Osteens and Jimmy Swaggarts of the world. Committing lewdness, being ignorant, saying stupid stuff, having to backtrack on things I've done, being apologetic. Like I said, you can't choose your consequences. When people are done with you, they're done with you. When the Most High is done with you, you're going to have to sit there and have a good time and time out, trying to get it back right. And that's a very steep mountain to climb. I have seen a horrible thing in the house of Israel. There is the whoredom of Ephraim. Israel is defiled. Also, O Judah, he has set the harvest for thee when I returned the captivity of my people. And I can see I'm guilty of that. Sometimes we don't recognize that we're in the holy pool and we're pissing in it. Sometimes we are in the holy pool. The Most High allowed you to be able to dip your toe into the holy pool. And what did you do? You pissed in it, beloved. You pissed in it. It don't matter if it was a whole gush or just a drop. Your piss, the piss that came from out of you, has defiled the beloved brothers and sisters. You have put the harvest at risk with your piss. Not being able to have the full knowledge of how pissed off you have been, or have become, or can be, or should be, would be, could be. It don't matter how much you slice it. It is still a horrible thing in the house of Israel. So you have to be mindful and you have to be careful of what you say, what you do, and what you think. Because all of that puts us back into captivity. What that does is it sets us back. Don't go backwards. Don't backslide. Stop being pissed off. And just enjoy the holy pool that the Most High allowed you to be able to enjoy. And that is the end of chapter 6. That is the end of Hosea chapter 6. Shalom, beloveds.